Hey, it's Bryce here, Tennis Hacker. In this video, I want to talk about why you're losing so many tennis matches. I'm going to explain the only reason possible that you're losing as many matches as you are. And the reason it's important to know this is so that you can do something about it and start winning more matches, because winning more matches allows you to develop more confidence, and that's a really important part of improving. So hopefully you find the video helpful. If you do, give me that thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, it's really appreciated if you could do that as well. So if you're losing most of your matches, you're winning very few matches, there's only one reason for it, and it's that you're playing at too high a level, or you're trying to play at too high a level. You're playing against opponents that are better than you. If you want to be able to progress, you need to drop down a level, play against worse opponents that you've got a chance of beating and having better results against, and then build your way back up as you start winning matches. And that can sometimes be a little bit hard for people to hear, because a lot of people think that they're better than they are at tennis, because we all want to be better, especially if we're practicing, we're working hard on our game, we're learning stuff. I find a lot of players who kind of spend a lot of time developing their technique and watching videos and being a student of the game. They think that they're better than they are because they're basing kind of their perceptions of how good they are on their understanding and of what their technique looks like. And then they play against players that kind of look a certain way, and they chop at the ball and they hack it and they push it back and they do all this ugly looking stuff, but that player beats them. So players get it in their head that they're better than they are, and they're losing to worse opponents, or that their opponents are getting lucky, or they come up with all sorts of reasons for why they're not winning matches, instead of kind of accepting the reality of results are what dictate how good you are at tennis. And there's nothing wrong with being good at tennis, or nothing wrong with being bad at tennis. There's no judgment involved in any of this. It's just the reality of the situation. If you are losing the vast majority of your matches, or all your matches, it means that the people that you're playing against are too good for you at the moment. So in that case, you need to drop down and play against a lower level of competition. And that's going to do what I said at the start. It's going to allow you to start to develop confidence. And confidence is really important. And what you're also going to need to do is change your approach to the way that you've been practicing and training. Because if you've been working at your game for a while and you're not improving in a way that gives you better results, then the definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing and hope for a different result. So firstly, it's accepting your tennis level, and then it's about making changes. And really, it comes down to one of two things. You either have to improve the quality of your practice, and to help you with that, I've made another video that's going to go into a lot of detail about how to structure your practice, because a lot of players don't do it in the right way and it holds them back. So I'll place a link to that video down in the description so you can start watching that and learn how to practice more effectively. The other thing that's potentially holding you back is your physical ability. Tennis is hard. You need to be able to move well to get around the court. You need to have good vision to read where the ball's going. You need to have coordination to be able to adjust your technique and learn new techniques. And if you don't have those things, that also prevents you from improving. And if you're the sort of player that does really study technique, and your technique looks good, but you just miss too many shots, that really points to the eye-to-hand coordination, the skill component, as being the issue. So to help you with that side of things, I've created a free Tennis Vision starter program. It's going to help you with the visual side of things, which is the first thing that players always need to address. I'll place a link to this up there, and I'll place a link in the description so you can start working on this vision program. Do it consistently, and it's going to start making a big difference in your game, especially if you combine it with good quality, well-structured on-court practice and playing against people of a more similar ability, so you can regain your enjoyment from it. Because it's no fun when you keep losing over and over again to people. It crushes your confidence. You want to allow yourself to win some matches, gain more confidence, even if the tennis looks ugly. It's a really important thing to do. Okay, hopefully that all made sense. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you did, really appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up. If you've got any questions about what I've talked about here, any comments or feedback, I would love you to leave your comment down below, and I will catch you next time.